You coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Gun. Cut.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Give left side for Pierce. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this one is right through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. Shedding defenders at the 15. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there?
Here we go.
Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
11.
First down, they go back to A-Chain. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. The Dolphins at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
11.
That plays to his strengths the best
11.
and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run for it with A-Chain. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it. A-Chain. And he's got room. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Okay, ready? Stop. 17. Set.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
There he goes, left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
12. 11. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. This defense for the Dolphins very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Okay,
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Hey, computer. Set.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. A chance for Waddle on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. And when you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chunks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick six. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
Open man is Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. On now the Miami field goal unit. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. They set up the screen to A-Chain. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Here we go.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10.
11. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Give up the middle to A-Chain. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 3 from the 9.
11.
Again, it's A-Chain. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw it.
And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Devon A-Chain with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From midfield, here's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. In motion right, Peoples-Jones. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like this Dolphins fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Red cycle. Black ultra. Ready.
And Lance now to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They set up the screen to Chubb. How did he stay on his feet? And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Drive about to get started as they begin their second half here. Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full half-empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point, because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now they'll throw with Lance. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That is caught. They'll have the 1st down and more than that. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add 6 to their lead. And it's no good. He pushed it wide left, and our score will remain right where it is. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Taylor now from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Lance going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done. Job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Burrow on play action. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here we go.
Here's 3rd and 10.
11. Stop.
On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that error there. Turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Elijah Higgins from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taylor now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A shotgun snap for Watson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 78 yards.
And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this
Here
play,
we go.
someone did not get blocked.
11.
He's the one who got home.
Shot.
On second down, it's Brooks, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win, and the defense has caught them.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Check.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Elijah Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now the try here for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Tap through 11. Trap 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already.
Ready?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. An audible here to get a new look.
Dragon 60. Seven Pirates.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
From the 50, it's Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Watson on 1st down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now Watson going to change the look here.
At the Dolphins' 23-yard line.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
Taylor now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. Up front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.